Okay. All right, guys. Welcome to the first ever edition. Hold up. It's cutting out. Hello? We good?
Okay, we good. You was freezing a little bit, but
All
there
right,
you
we
go.
good. All right. So back to the intro. Welcome to the first ever edition of Player versus Team, you guys. So this is not just the regular show. This is a show where we don't just expose bias, but we embrace it. So everybody here, I don't know if you a team person or a player person. You already know I'm Boogie Cousins' biggest fan. We already out here. I got a lot of haterade myself. I don't like PG. Swaggy is in the building. He hates. He don't like KD. Swaggy, what's
Yeah,
up?
we don't accept cupcakes, but what's good though? Yeah, we
We don't
don't.
like it. And we got the knife cat in the building.
Yeah, I'm just
Hello?
here.
What's
I'm just
going
here to talk shit.
on?
Whatever team,
Anyways, we got the
whatever
knife cat
player,
in the building as
whatever
well.
going on. I'm just here to talk trash.
All right, I'm with it. So the first thing on our docket today, actually, I wanted to ask you guys what y'all thought of this new Clippers dynasty. What's up with that?
You go first.
Huh? Oh,
You
okay.
go
You
first.
don't want to talk about the
I
This
mean,
is
I'm gonna
good for
be
me.
honest.
This
I'm gonna be
I'll tell
honest.
you. You can go
Why? But
ahead,
why
but
is
I'll
it
tell
good
you
for you
after.
though?
I'm here to learn, but at the same time, when the playoffs come, that's when I say that's the only thing that count for real. So if they come together and they f up during the playoffs, then I ain't got nothing to say about them. But if they do something in the playoffs, then I'm probably gonna slice them up.
That's
Probably
true.
gonna, yeah, that's all I got.
That's true. That's true. So would you say that right now they are the team to beat in the West?
Mm, uh,
Swaggy, no man, Swaggy, you
it
holding
depends.
back. Say what you gotta say. What you gotta say?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what Sway you gotta say.
okay. For
What
me,
you gotta say? Cause you
let's
holding
just
back.
let's
What's
just get an
up?
example. Cause first, okay, hold up. This is good for Russell Westbrook. First of all,
Yes.
um, cause one, he already got experience with Paul George in Oklahoma City. He turned PG to an MVP candidate, and then not only
Um.
that, you got Kawhi over there,
What?
and then not only that,
You
you
said
got a
they
good
turned
bench.
PG to an MVP candidate though?
Yeah, he was third in MVP
MVP
candidate.
candidate though?
Yeah, Oklahoma years. Yeah, PG was that dude.
I mean, he do go in his bag when he gotta do what he gotta do. Like you can't discredit him for real, for real.
And you see how Russ was happy? He wasn't happy on the Lakers. Let's be honest. He was not happy on the Lakers.
Yeah, that's true.
He was,
And
but I don't necessarily agree with all that. I just don't agree. I'm biased against PG. You know, I don't like
oh
PG
man,
because
I
he
should have
did that
never
little
brought that up.
grimy snake shit to Lance.
Oh
You
man.
already know what my position is on that, so I don't endorse that. To be honest, we could have took Caruso and made that the big three. Honestly, like I'm dead ass. Like we really could have just replaced him with Caruso. Like we could have been good for real. For real. Anyways,
PG
but
over.
continue, Swag. I'm sorry. I'm dead
This is
ass.
another.
Caruso is the like has been unceremoniously crowned the GOAT, but he just don't get his recognition. Like before,
You got
the
Hey,
dude that dunked, you had Caruso. To be honest, Caruso walked so McClung could run. Like for real. Like if we gonna
yeah,
be honest.
true.
Yeah,
you got to
facts.
get the PG out your heart. You're gonna have to.
I'm
You gotta
good.
have
I'm
to.
good. I'm good on that. I'm good on it. Okay, all right. I did. I'll stop hating on PG when you stop hating on KD. Deal? Exactly. I'm not
Can't
gonna
do
do
it.
it. It's not
Can't
happening.
do it.
It's not happening, bro. It's not happening.
Can't
Listen,
do it.
it's not about to. Nah, it's not about to happen. But no, right now, like what I'm looking at in the West, it looks like the Clippers is looking like the team to be. Even though I know when Moo comes on here, Moo was a diehard Warriors fan. I'm gonna fry him up because Warriors is whatever. But but I feel like besides them, the Lakers, they young squad, I'm very surprised at how they meshing. That chemistry looking different. And I'm actually I don't know. I didn't really think that okay, they needed younger talent. I know everybody made jokes, but I was like, okay, this is something different. So that pleasantly surprised me. But I'm gonna get to our next topic right now. This is gonna be real spicy because when I did this question with the other guys, the regulars, they was getting at it. Who is a better duo to have? Would you rather listen? Would you rather Kyrie and Luca or Book and KD? Who you picking?
Yeah, this
Exactly.
is this is definitely about to get heated. Oh
Yo,
yeah,
but it
this
happened.
is this is
The other
definitely about to
discussion,
get heated.
the other discussion was spicy too. But I already know who I was gonna pick. But the other discussion was very spicy as well. So, who y'all going with on this?
That's stressful. That's a
Exactly, it's
stressful
hard, but it's just
choice.
like
I mean, for real, I seen the clip. You know when Luca played a little joke on Kyrie on the sideline, did a little tap on the shoulder. He was all cool with that. So I feel like their chemistry might work. You know what I mean? They might get in the rhythm. If they get in a nice little rhythm, then I think they'll be like magicians almost. Like, but nah, I ain't see KD and Booker. I ain't see that chemistry all the way yet. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to go with Kyrie and Luca for
is that
right now.
okay? All right,
Right
all
now.
right. I love to hear it. All right, Swaggy, what's your take on this?
All right, nobody's here in my room, so freak it. Yeah, man, whatever. I'll give it to the cupcake and Devin Booker. I'll give it to him.
Wait, you don't even like KD. You gave them. Wait. Why did you pick them? Why?
I mean, first of all, KD. I mean, first of all, Devin Booker. I mean, ugh, man, I can't talk today. First of all, KD, he's already too much. He's 7 foot. He got that bag in him. And then you add in Devin Booker, literally the man who could drop 40 and 30. Both of these players could drop like 30 and 40 every game. Like,
Troy's
it's
still
so
talking about
unfair.
taking them by Troy. But you're right. They dropping 40 and what's the name of
Yeah,
game
they are
like for real.
dangerous.
Like, how you
Now,
stop that duo?
now I'm gonna go to what Troy or Justin was saying earlier. His argument, because he didn't even put defense out, but he was like the chemistry, like you could put KD in any situation, he gonna thrive because he's so tall, and what he does, he just shoot. So he don't threaten nobody offense really. And I was like, that's a good point. But my point was that you got a bigger bag when you look at Kyrie and Luca. That bag is big. That's a big ass bag, y'all. Like for real, all them
They
skills.
pass.
Like, and
They
my
get their
argument
passing together.
basically. Oh, go ahead, Knife.
Now I was just about to say if they get their passing together, that's all I want.
Yes,
And the only
and my argument against Justin because he didn't listen to me. Luca or Kyrie, any or could take the last second shot because you got to think about that. I don't trust Booker with the last second shot. I trust KD, but I don't want Booker to take the last second shot. I'm sorry. I like you think that's hating, Swaggy? Would you want okay out of all four? Who's the weakest taking? Who is the weakest closing the game? You think it'd be Booker, right? I don't want Booker to close the game out.
the
I don't want him
weakest.
to close the game out. And even then with KD, sometimes KD has some questionable closing the game, but he's still a great shooter. And then we didn't add the
Yeah.
other element, that defense, bro. He's so long, he lanky, he could get all over, bro. So even though they got the defense, KD could go anywhere. We not listening to you, Justin. KD could go anywhere. The bag is too enormous to ignore what Luca and Kyrie could do. I'm sorry. It's just too big. It's just in your face.
But my question is like, can KD do it by himself on that team, and can Booker do it by himself on that team? Because I feel like if it was Luka and Kyrie, like if they was alone on the court, they would still dominate. But sometimes KD be needing help. Sometimes.
That's true. That's true. That's very, very true. Also, I'm at the point because KD has had so many changes. I'm just like, does he want to be like the leader of the team? Now, granted, no question, KD is the first option, but does he want to be the leader of the team, or do you think he want Book to be the leader? You know what I'm saying?
That's a good question.
I didn't think about that.
And you gotta
Who's
think
winning
about
the ring first? I
and you
bet
got,
you Luca will win a ring before them. I know that. Justin trolling. I'm not playing with him.
Something about Luca. Like he come from overseas. They just built different. So
Because
I
they used
don't
to
know.
that
I feel
Euro
like
League for real.
he eventually going make his way to the championship and do something.
Okay, you slandering Kyrie. You about to be blocked, Justin. You about to be blocked
we got
on
a
the
Kyrie
side.
slander here. Ooh wee. That's crazy.
No Kyrie slander will happen in this live, or no, absolutely not. But so Swaggy, you got Book and KD, and Knife, you over here with me with Luca. So that's 2 out of 3. Sorry, Swaggy. No, I'm just saying.
Nah, y'all
Anyway,
good. This y'all opinions.
nah, but only thing I would give in that scenario, the defense with KD is something the other squad do not have. So it's just like, damn, that defense, that's kind of vital. So other than that,
Hey, the Mavericks don't got that too.
he be looking frustrated because he don't be having hope. I mean, I don't know. You ain't being real, Justin. You was a hater. You don't love Kyrie. Lies.
And,
Lies. He's lying like hell. Hell
and,
no.
and Kyrie and Luca, they struggling to see who go get the last shot.
That's what
Once KD get to the Suns, they is not gonna struggle.
that's what Justin was saying too. But the thing about it is like you got to get used to somebody so you figure out who gonna take the best shot in whatever scenario. Because if if KD getting double teamed, do you want Booker to shoot? If Kyrie getting double teamed, you want Luca to shoot? So nah, I ain't
That's
trying to hear
definitely
that.
want Booker to shoot.
I don't know. It look
You
like
said you want Booker to shoot?
it
I
seemed
want
like it's
Trey Young
even,
to shoot.
but I would say like when it comes down to like size, KD and Booker got it. Like they do got it when it comes down to size, but
They do. That's a very
skills
big
at
advantage.
like the
That's too much.
improvising on a dime, stuff like that.
It is, but like, do you really think together? Let's say KD not as his best, you would trust Booker to close your game out. You would trust Booker to give you whatever points. I'm not going against his
It
stats.
depends on the team. I think
Justin,
it
go
depends
pin
on
your
the team.
comment. With I defended Kyrie all through COVID. Go pin your comment, please. He wilding, bro. Pin your comment.
He trying to prove that he defend Kyrie.
You over here trying to prove a whole point.
Wait a minute.
What?
The Suns still got Chris Paul on the team?
Yeah.
Yeah, what you mean?
Oh yeah.
That
And they
means
got
Chris
DeAndre
Paul is bad luck.
Ayton. Like, come on.
Bruh, no. Chris Paul, wait, hold up. We gotta ask the
Chris
question.
Paul is bad luck.
Who trusts CP3 in the playoffs though? Don't do that. See, no. Because you was over there defending them, but now you don't trust him in the playoffs.
I don't.
But you over here gassing KD and Booker, but now you don't trust CP3.
I mean, I defended Booker, but not CP3. I'm not. No.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, Justin.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to think like if Booker or KD like if they got off the court, who's going to help them?
They not like.
You
Like
got
Let's
DeAndre
say
Ayton.
CP3 got the ball. He trying to set it up, and you need the last second shot, and KD wide open, Booker open. Guess who's shooting it? CP3, and he gonna miss. Let me stop.
It's gonna bounce out the rim and it's gonna get some lucky stuff.
Let me stop.
I got KD.
Let me go to the next.
All right, I got KD, man.
No, let me go to the next. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm just trolling. All right, so let's get into the big topic. This is actually I was waiting on to get on. Y'all saw what Stephen A. said about LeBron regarding the dunk contest. Did y'all see it? Okay, so if you have not been privy or didn't hear, Stephen A. went on national TV and decided to blame LeBron for the entirety of why the dunk contest is trash. Like all of it. He blamed him for everything. He took the whole
I feel bad for you, LeBron. I feel bad for you.
I know what I think, but I want to know what y'all think about that.
what LeBron got to do with anything with the dunk
Right.
contest? For real.
Exactly.
Like,
His argument was like, no disrespect to McClung or whatever, but not taking away from him, but he's like, it's on you stars for not going and participating in the dunk contest and all this other stuff. He was just like, Vince participated, Hakeem participated, Jordan, all these people participated, but y'all, whatever. And he put everything on him. He said even Kobe. Okay, LeBron, he don't have to. Like, Giannis ain't participate. So just because, like, first of all, that's like saying if you jump off a bridge, everybody else gonna jump off a bridge. Why ain't Giannis participate in it? Why ain't
John Morant.
exactly?
Yeah,
But
John Morant should have did it.
but Ja, I feel like I'd be afraid for his injury, so I wouldn't participate if I was him either, because he be looking like he about 1 second from getting injured in the game. But so how do you feel about him putting all the blame on LeBron?
He just wanted to be, confrontational. I think he just a hater for real. Like,
That's
he
fact.
got a big head and he just be yelling.
He just be
That's
hating
what
for
I
no
think
reason.
it is. He just be hating because LeBron really. But if LeBron is in the locker room giving the young dudes advice, like if you want to be good for the All-Star game, you should preserve yourself. And that probably could hurt the All-Star, the selections for the
Right,
dunk contest. I
right.
think that's probably why they got White Chocolate out of the D League and put him in the joint, because
Exactly.
he probably was like the best choice. The fans liked him,
Right.
but yeah.
And well, Swaggy, what did you think? You thought it was just pure hating? You on mute.
Yeah. First of all, they want to bring up everything about LeBron every single time on First Take. I be hating that. Like, the man is 38. He literally battling his whole. He literally trying to get his team to the playoffs. Like,
Exactly.
come on. And he just he just broke his hand in the All-Star game. So he would have broke his hand on the dunking contest. Like, come
It
on.
wasn't broke. He just kind of bent the finger a little bit. It was a bent. It was just that. It was a bent real quick. That's it.
It's that oldness kicking in.
And he just missed. He went
That
up.
oldness kicking in.
Nah,
Getting
man.
40,
Whatever. I
Sway.
don't hear that. I don't hear that. He can still chase down and block a shot. Nah. But no, like, how they always be like, you always just trying to put LeBron in something. Like, LeBron literally had nothing to do with this whole thing. Like, how he get put in it? Like, for real. Like,
Just trying to keep him relevant, I guess.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
How the Bleacher Report comments was like, how does this affect LeBron's legacy? And they ain't got nothing to do with him at
Nothing.
all.
I feel bad for LeBron, bro.
How you feel bad?
What he gotta go through? What he gotta watch TV, see what the comments gotta say about this man.
I mean, that's true.
Let that man play basketball.
I mean, I can't wait till they go bald for real. So,
Man, I'm done. I'm
waiting
not
for
about to play
You know
with
how they
you.
got Hoodie Mellow? They got like the special version of each player. Like, bald
Oh
LeBron
shoot.
might be a whole nother thing. He
Ball
might wear
Brown
extra
really.
small shorts with the long compression. Like, he
Yo, that
might do
actually
something
might
different.
hit. That actually might be really like legit. I can see it now. He got the headband with his bald head and his knees extra ashy and the shorts real high. I
Oh
can
man, we're
see
making
that
fun of
right
LeBron
now.
body now. Man.
I can see that whole layout.
Yeah, that'll
All
be fun.
right. Well, anyways, we talking about the dunk contest, but I wanted to ask, because we did mention on duos, and I want to know what kind of y'all take was. We always talk about like either big three dynasties or duos. I was wondering today, there's one duo we never really mentioned or people really talk about, and I want to know what y'all think about it or why. Tatum and Brown. Why don't you think a lot of people ever really talk on this type of duo and like kind of how good chemistry wise they are? Because even in the All-Star game, they was going head and head, but it was still some brotherly type competition. So I want to know what y'all think of it.
You can go first, Swaggy.
First of all, I don't know how they don't talk about that duo because that's the duo who almost beat the Warriors in the finals last year.
Exactly. In fact, actually, that's discrimination because any other team that went against like the championship team and lost that was that good, they would talk about them, you know?
Yeah,
So it's weird that they really don't.
because they want to bring up Chris Middleton. He got hurt. They would have not beat him. So they don't be giving Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown credit
Yeah,
because
they really don't.
it
Now, I'm
was
not gonna
really
hold you.
Jason Tatum's fault.
Middleton was trying to be Jordan. He was out here blocking all hella shots. That nigga was in his damn bag. I was like, yo, MVP. I was really trolling, but yo, he was going dumb. He was going so dumb in the playoffs. But no, like Tatum, he revealed later that he was playing with his shoulder injured. So Brown was really trying to pick up the slack anyway. So the fact that he's still not, they talk about trading Brown. Yeah, they did talk about trading him, but they talk about trading him now though. Because I ain't heard them trying to talk about trade now.
I think they should keep them together and let them get a little older together.
Right.
That's
If they get older together, they might be real dangerous.
I believe that too. I believe Brown is kind of developing his skill set because I feel like people sleep on him because Tatum is really like the franchise player, but Brown, I think he developing his bag. So like his skills are really meshing together, and eventually, I feel like he's gonna be good enough. I'm not saying he will. He'll have a big enough bag where it's like, all right, well, he could go to his own team and kind of be a franchise player if he wanted to. That's what I see happening. So,
But do he got the attitude though? Like, you know what I mean? Like, do he got that attitude to like be the leader of a team?
That's a good question.
I would say yeah. I could feel like he could grow into that.
Because I see Tatum got the attitude. Like,
Well,
Tatum
okay.
take charge at least.
Well, you could say the same thing. Could you say about Kawhi? Nobody would think Kawhi is like a leader. He just is there. He hoop and he lead.
Yeah.
Kawhi hoops and leaves, and that's it. And then he the franchise player though.
That's
So
I'll tell you this: he's the luckiest player ever.
wait, that's shade. What you got to say about that?
What you mean by that?
Is it?
Okay, so you telling me that 2019 run with the Raptors was not lucky?
I meant that bounce 3 shot. That was a lucky shot.
Be some magnetic stuff.
Oh, not the conspiracy theory. Oh, he threw it in. But no, I'm not saying, okay, I ain't gonna hold you. That year, just like the Patriot year when 9/11 happened, the Raptors year, Drake was all part of the team and he's all on the sidelines like a cheerleader. They probably did want Toronto to get a little something that year. They probably did want Canada to represent. So, with that being said, I'm not saying they did, but I'm not saying they didn't. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying they did. I'm not saying they didn't. He said, "Stop."
But I feel like Kawhi, one of them type of players where like y'all be in the huddle and he just give you a look and you be like, all right, I gotta get my shit together. Like,
he don't say nothing.
Yeah, like he just give you a look like.
No. What he do? He start laughing and stop and like, ain't shit funny.
Yeah.
And then you gonna get your shit together.
You just know, like, I don't want to get cussed out by Kawhi.
But do you think going back to the duo? Do you think maybe the league got something against the Celtics because they don't highlight Brown and Tatum as a duo?
Maybe they won too many rings already.
And people weren't alive to remember that though. How many people were alive to remember those rings that are like watching basketball now? Nobody was around during Bill Russell. Like, no disrespect, but nobody was around during then.
I mean, you had the Rondo, the Kevin Garnett.
That was one. No disrespect. That was my big 3, and they try to be disrespectful. That was a dynasty, but we did only won 1 ring, even though we got cheated. I mean, we didn't get cheated. Kobe took it, but still, we could have won. Whatever. But we only won 1 ring with that dynasty. 1.
I mean, Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum, they go to be a dynasty. It's gonna take like 2 years at least.
I agree. If they do get a ring, which I think they are going to, I think they better get their recognition. That's all I gotta say. They better get their recognition.
Y'all gotta go through Giannis again with Chris Middleton this time.
Right. That's dangerous.
I
It's
think.
It's not only that. Whenever you're going against these finals, if y'all going against KD and the Suns and them, I want y'all to beat KD like y'all did last year. Well, I'm gonna have a full day.
I'm not gonna lie, like I would love to be in the East if I'm playing, and like, cause the West is gonna be so dicey. You're gonna be tired as a motherfucker by the time you get to the finals. You're gonna be like, God, your body gonna be, you gonna be dragging it to the finals by the time you end everything. You're going through but like, bruh, it's just too much. It's too much.
And then you only got a day to play.
Yes, you better ice. You gonna sleep in your ice bath, basically.
You gotta go to sleep early because these players are different in the finals.
Exactly.
And I personally, I ain't trying to be no Chris Paul hater, but I don't think when they sub Chris Paul in the game, he gonna keep the momentum up.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's not that no more. Like, no, we know.
Yeah. So.
And I bet, like, well, when I was doing my podcast, I always my big theory is the rap that they really be trying to give like Westbrook, because the league hated before this trade. Everybody hate Westbrook. People not brand new, but we know what's up. Y'all hated Westbrook, and now we love. No, you didn't. You're a liar. But
well, I love him.
Yeah, but the rap that Westbrook has gotten with the league, that's actually supposed to be given to CP3. I don't think CP3 is that type of person they acting like he is. Remember, he is like the commission for the players union and all that, or the head person. So that also give him a little cushion. Then they think he a family man and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, nope. I remember Dirty Chris Paul from North Carolina State when he pushed Chris Hodge in the balls. I remember all this. Yeah, and he's still a dirty player. So I don't forget. So I still think the rap that Westbrook is not a good player, all this other stuff, I think that goes to CP3.
Yeah, because I feel like if Westbrook got a bunch of people on his team that's like hungry and they not trying to be too pretty, then I think he gonna be comfortable. But when he was with LeBron and them, I think LeBron was like more like just get a ball to me.
Yeah.
Or like get out of my way. And Westbrook don't mesh well with those type of players.
Right.
I think that's why like eventually he kind of felt the way about Harden. Because Harden started to get in his comfort zone, his bag, like, and he kind of, it was kind of like I think it was a power struggle between.
You talking about on the Thunder?
And Harden, yeah, back when they was on the Thunder together, like, yeah. So.
Well, I think that was around the time, which make it real interesting, when it was like we were going from the true point guards and we were merging to like stretch point guard, all type of different point guards, and then everything like that was like the onslaught. And the whole funny thing with the Thunder is nobody had like a specific role, because it was just like, all right, not Chris Paul, I'm sorry. I'm still on Chris Paul. Harden is the actual point guard, but then they would put Westbrook in. He didn't play as kind of a point guard. It was roles. People didn't have a assigned roles or know what they kind of job was. They were just like, all right, you do what you do good at here. You do what you're good at here. Yeah. And I don't know if people could say like Harden's a one-on-one, because nobody ever expected Harden to go the GOAT to go how hard he went and emerged in Houston. Like nobody anticipated that. And to be honest, it basically started a chain reaction, because I don't know any other player that basically started where they moved to another franchise and became the franchise player like that. It was specifically him. So I don't know.
I personally think as Harden's beard grew.
Bruh, no, I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you today.
Can't do it.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not about to play with you today. I'm not.
That is the problem, Honey Bun King, guys.
I'm not.
You know where I was going with that.
This is a random question. This don't got really much to do with basketball. But I was thinking, if you could party, and this could be past, present, including J.R. Smith, if you could party with any like basketball players, who would it be? Because I got my two. I don't know who y'all two is. I'm gonna tell you who my two. It'd be Harden. Because remember when he threw that cake off the boat? That shit was lit. Remember when he threw the cake off the boat?
You gonna party with Honey Buns? No.
Don't play with Harden. Now hold on. He is the GOAT. Show some respect. We're not gonna do that. He's the GOAT. I would party with him, and I'll party with Pat Bev because I feel like Pat Bev would be kirking off, and he would start a fight.
You gonna get in a fight? Yeah.
It would be lit. It would be lit as hell partying with Patrick Beverly and Harden. I don't care what y'all say. Anyway, just if you want, I don't care. Go ahead, Swaggy.
That's okay.
It's not crazy. It's facts, bruh.
You know I'm gonna party with Steph Curry.
Oh my god.
Let's get it. Wardell Curry.
Oh my god. That's gonna be the lamest party ever.
Number 2 will be Klay Thompson for sure. The Splash.
Oh my god. So the Splash Brothers?
Yeah.
So you're gonna have a light skin party, basically.
That's gonna be a dinner party.
There's gonna be a championship party because they already changed.
I mean, okay. If you get sprayed with champagne, that's cool. I guess.
I was thinking about going with.
You said not Bron because he don't want to sign an NDA.
Who knows what type of parties he gonna be? He gonna be lip syncing the whole time.
Oh shit, that's messed
No, not too much on LeBron. Not too much.
But yeah, I would party. I would party with Allen Iverson and Paul Pierce.
Ooh. Paul Pierce?
Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
The nigga that lied about being injured and he really had to take a shit. Are you serious? Him?
Paul Pierce is
He didn't lie about the injury.
No, he did. He said he had to. Oh, wait. He admitted it. What are you talking about?
That's because he was partying too hard and he needed a little break.
Yeah, people go say
no. Listen, this ninja got carried off the court by 2 ninjas, like 2 of them, and we thought he was gone. He had to, like, literally. What are you talking about?
That's said how you know that. He's a good party animal.
Yeah,
I heard some stories. That's why.
What you hear?
Hey, that's the truth.
He was getting his hair cut and he had big booty chicks in front of him, man. Your haircut appointment is that lit. Then I know your parties is next level. Allen Iverson is going to get everybody to come through. So
I can see Carmelo like that, but I cannot picture Paul Pierce like that.
Hey, that's a legend. Let him.
I mean, he could do him, but like I could see Jalen Rose like that. I could see Jalen. I could see I can see Yao Ming like that.
What?
Yao Ming.
You can't see Yao Ming like that.
No offense to Yao Ming.
Oh man.
No offense. But did he ever learn how to like really put the English together for real?
Man, I'm done.
Cause like
no, I'm not.
I knew he was going first.
I ain't never hear him say a full sentence.
Not put the English together.
That's all I'm saying.
I thought he was Chinese for real.
Nah, man, nah. Anyways.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go take care of something.
No, that's cool. I actually only had one more thing to talk about for real. I was going to get into Ben Simmons and his woes and kind of the slander they was talking about him. Cause basically he was a part of the original kind of big 3 that they regrouping of the Nets, which is like I don't even know what type of like regrouping they doing, but everybody left. So he was at this point kind of supposed to be the franchise player, but they talking about he getting less minutes and he's still not playing good. And it's like at this point, there's nobody else really to compete with, so you should be in your bag.
That's true. And
it was weird is because, well, I'm not even gonna get into it. Well, actually, I will. I'm gonna wait till Swaggy back because I have something to say about the Nets. But what's weird is he's still not doing good. So at this point, it's really confusing. I think he's confused to ask, like, he doesn't know what he's doing not know what he's doing, but he doesn't even know his role, or I don't know. So, did you have any thoughts on that?
I mean, I think he's still. I don't know. He's struggling with something. Seems like he's struggling with something off the court, confidence wise. I don't know because he got the size.
Right.
He had he had the bag. He had the skill set. So I think it's a lot of mental. And then he had people around him that he could have like soaked in all of their wisdom, all of their little
That's
tricks,
true.
everything. So it's tough. It's tough. I think
At this
everybody
point,
confused.
you know what's funny? Because like I guess it's bad. My solution for any player that's going through something, don't know their way, lost in the sauce, don't really have a role, just go play with Jimmy. Jimmy gonna fix everything. Jimmy is like
That's true.
he the fixer for everything. Like if you going through something, he just like listen. I don't give a fuck what you going through. We gonna get the bench players and we gonna whoop your ass and you gonna get it together. So anybody that I feel like is going through something or like struggling with where they know their role is in the game, I feel like they should be sent to Jimmy. But Justin is right talking about, I guess, with his mental illness. If I don't know, would it be better for Ben to take a couple, like, I don't know, maybe a season off? But unfortunately, like with basketball, you never know if you're going to be able to come back. So,
So has he ever taken a break off of the court
I
and like
mean,
just been a like real life person? Because
to be
that might
honest,
be he might be tired. Like because when you train somebody from young all the way up until they make it, and you don't give them no chance to like sit down and reflect, then they kind of like mentally they go into a place. So
they get burnt out in to an extent.
yeah, because just like how D Rose, he was going through that, and he had to like sit out and kind of reflect. He grew his dreads out,
Mm-hmm.
and his whole everything kind of like changed and matured about
Right.
how he approached the game. So yeah, I do. He probably do need a break and need to sit down with some people who don't really expect much from him. Probably. I
Right.
don't know.
I think like he gotta what happens with a lot of players, like they gotta start loving the game again. Like what happened with like Rashad McCants when he played at UNC, people try to call him crazy before like mental illness actually took, precedence in this like in the world and people start acknowledging it. And I feel like when people just start having fun with the game again and just the part of trying to win, that's when they really thrive. Which is why I feel
Yeah,
like he would be good with Jimmy because Jimmy don't give a F. He just wants you to win, and by having fun and wanting to win, you just always. It seems like any player that in that position, they bring their best and they just successful like that. I guess.
yeah.
So
Cause
yeah,
you gotta say one more thing though.
yeah. Go ahead.
The way Jimmy Butler got in the fake locks just to take the picture for that 1 year in the league. Like I know everybody in the locker room was comfortable after that. They had something to laugh about. You know what I mean? So he
That
definitely.
was wild, though. That was super wild. And the thing is, he said he was trolling to do it because he just got it for media day, like specifically
Yeah,
to troll everyone. So that was some wild stuff. But what's funny is people was like, "Oh, you trying to be Ja Morant?" And they trying to be brothers and shit. That's what really had me like dying. I was like,
that's funny.
"Yo, this young look wild." Um, actually, I think I had. Oh, I had one more last thing. So this is the last thing I'm gonna end it with, and it has to do with the Nets since we talking about Ben Simmons. Since seeing the departure of Kyrie and KD and these other players, it's and the way they're playing, because it's been in the I've seen dunks, people been in a bag. I've seen this the stats. Is it almost fair to say the team looked better without Kyrie and KD? Like I'm just and the thing is, I'm not saying that I'm Kyrie all the way through and I love KD, but the team it looked better to in my opinion.
Yeah, they probably can like just focus on balling now because all of the tension was around like Kyrie taking the backs, and that was for like what about 2 years or something. And
Mm,
they probably was like putting people on hold because they're like, we don't know if he's gonna take the vax, we don't know if he's gonna come back. So probably was stalling certain players. Everybody probably was like unsure a little bit, you know. So now that they
Well,
gone,
I'm talking about even with, before Kyrie left, he was dropping like 40 a game, like 8 or 9
yeah,
consecutive games and stuff. And even then the team was good, but it's just like, no, the team really took off once both of them left. So I'm like, what's it looked like a completely different team, but they look like a good team.
yeah, they probably got something to prove now, because Brooklyn got that mentality of like, street ball. We're not gonna take no mess. So even though they gone, that energy probably still there. Like, we're gonna prove this point and finish this season out no matter what. We're gonna make the, you know what I mean? We're gonna do something. So yeah, I
Well,
think they got something to prove again.
I agree with you. And I feel like I've been sleeping on the young guys. So like with the Lakers and with Brooklyn, the young guys looking real good. So we gotta like just be looking out, especially for the bounce. Like I didn't realize like some of these got a lot of bounce, especially on Anyways, that's all I got for the docket today. I'm gonna go ahead and let Knife go. My regards to Swaggy. Thank you for coming, Swaggy, everybody. That's the end of PVT. Catch me next week for another episode. We're gonna get into it, something spicy. Thank y'all for coming. Have a good night.